Today I'm going to wrap the halo of the C5 Corvette in gloss black. I did the target top and the halo on my C6 Corvette. Check that video out if you guys are interested in that. We obviously have the transparent target top on this C5, so we're just doing the halo. It'll continue that all black look across the top of the car. Makes it look pretty sweet. Of course, I'll show you what we're using today to accomplish the task, but first things first, I suggest to pop the target top out. Just gives you the room you need to work on this side, but also I would pop the rear hatch as well, because you want to make sure you get coverage of the vinyl to wrap around this edge. Otherwise you can do it with the hatch down, but you just have to work it past the rubber weather stripping. If you have the top popped, you get that clearance automatically, so it's a lot easier to deal with. And of course, it starts to rain. Chances are your target top is pretty squeaky anyway, so it's a good opportunity to get your weather stripping lubricated and lube up some of the joints. So for this project, we have Vivid Vinyl Gloss Black. This is a 12-inch, I think, by 10-foot roll, so should be plenty to do the halo, and it's just wide enough where you don't have a lot of excess. So I'll put a link in the description below. I want to say this is like 18 or 20 bucks. I've got a couple of vinyl wrapping squeegees. It's basically like a tint or vinyl wrapping kit. A really sharp X-Acto knife. That's very, very important. A sharp razor blade. And one of these little, kind of help, a little tucker tool. I'm not sure what they even call those, but this will come in handy as well. And don't forget blue painter's tape. You can do it without the painter's tape, but putting this around the edges helps prevent the vinyl from adhering to surfaces that you don't want it to adhere to. It just makes it easier to work with. And of course, prep is key, just like anything else. Make sure you wipe down the area that you're going to be wrapping. I usually clean it up with like a detailing spray or some kind, and then wipe it down with either mineral spirits or isopropyl alcohol. Make sure you wipe under all of the weather stripping as well, because it is dirty under there, and you want to be able to tuck the vinyl and make sure it adheres, and this is evidence. This vinyl has a protective clear layer on it, which I try to keep on as long as possible. Just prevents any scratching or marring, anything accidental. And then when you really get to like finalize everything, that's when you can take that layer off. So trying to also make sure that we have most of the material toward the back of the car, because it just has to wrap around just a little bit here, but the halo sort of goes in this direction. So if you put everything straight and you're too far to the to the front of the car, you're going to run out of material when it comes to this portion, and then you'll have to like heat it up and flex it around or start over. So trying to keep all the material toward the back of the car as much as possible. Made a little relief cut there to allow me to come down and over this curve, but we're starting to move this way, so I think it's time to take the plastic layer off, start adding a little heat. it's all done. I think it looks pretty sweet. Not that I didn't like it before, but it's just a little bit more of an aggressive look. Just a little bit darker tint on the windows and I think we'll be all set. Really not too bad of a project, just a little bit of patience, a couple of important tools to squeegee with the felt, and a really sharp razor blade. That makes a huge difference. Of course, a heat gun. This thing looks good. Color is just sick. Light pewter metallic. Not a color really of Corvette that I really saw that often or even thought about. I always liked black and always wanted black. But this is sweet. I hope you guys will subscribe and stick around. A lot of stuff coming for this Corvette. A lot of videos already filmed, so if you go back and check out some recent uploads, you'll see a lot of Corvette content, but a lot of stuff going forward as well. We got a really big box and a bunch of parts piled up in the garage waiting for installation, including some BTR stuff, and you know what that means. So I hope you guys will stick around. A lot of stuff, like I said, coming for the Corvette, and more stuff coming for the channel in general. So appreciate you guys watching up to this point. See you in the next one.